Hi Pisces, welcome to Higher Source Tarot for a tarot reading for all Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thanks to everybody for all the support. I send you love and appreciation right back every single day. We're connected. And if you are new here, welcome. I post new readings on Friday, then again on Monday. So if a reading doesn't fit, just come back in a couple of days. You can watch a new reading. Fridays are always a general reading, so those will bring in aspects of money, love, career, and everything in between. Mondays are different every week. You're just going to have to come back to see what that's about. And if you like tarot and you like the channel, I'd love to invite you to subscribe to Higher Source Tarot. What advice do you have for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What does Pisces need to know, please, for the best and highest good of all concerned with Pisces? Messages for Pisces, please. All right, we will start here with the tarot, and then we'll have the angel answers. Six of Pentacles, the Star. This is nice, an Aquarius season here. The Five, so we've got 5, 6 of Pentacles. That seems important. The Two of Wands, the Three of Cups, the Emperor, Death, 3 major arcana, 4 major arcana. You got a big change coming in with the Wheel here too, and the Death card. I love it. You have Aquarius, Aries, Scorpio. We've got Taurus here. We've got Leo here. We have fire, earth, water. All right. So I definitely feel like you've got this big change. You're going to be moving on from something. Might be a little bit bittersweet, but it's like the best is yet to come. So I really like this reading a lot for you. So with the 6 of Pentacles, you're bringing in reciprocity. If it's something too with a work-life balance, you've got that here. So I do feel like with this, if you've been in terms of a job too, if you put something in, it's when I mentioned this, when we have cards that show up together, even though they're not right next door to each other, it doesn't really matter. They're close enough. I do feel like it's like you're going to move on to something better. It's very clear with this. It might be a little bit bittersweet. So if it's a physical move for you, I feel like once you get there, once you make the change, you have it many times here, you're not going to look back. All right. You're going into something so much better. Even if there is just a little bit of an emotional energy about departing in some way, this is where you say, this all makes sense. I'm so glad I did this. And there's not going to be any remorse. I just don't see any sort of like, I shouldn't have done this. So when we start to see this together, I like the Emperor here too. But of course, we love the Wheel. But the Death card is huge transformation. And the energy of the Star card, it's wish fulfillment. But it's also that she's also the goddess of truth. And so pay attention in these next 7-8 weeks. That may be important as you get into your season. Then you also have Aries season represented here too, which I feel like they're saying we've got from February into May is going to be very important for you. You may have some unexpected turns of events here, but it is, I hear, bringing in higher love. And so even if it is a physical move or a job change, I still feel like it's coming from the heart. It's being in that heart-centered space. The heart doesn't judge. The heart is where we really live with true freedom. And so this, speaking of true freedom, in terms of a love interest, whoever you're bringing in here, because you do have an engagement card too, it may be a whirlwind meeting and it may be happening very soon. If you've already met this person, I feel like you're going to have a very important conversation, and it's all about the future. There's no, like I said, there's like no second guessing about it. So with the energy of Aquarius, this is a great time to take great care of yourself, to make sure that you're, whether it's in the physical realm, like getting to the gym, I see somebody in a massage chair or something like that, taking care of the physical body. But with this energy, it may be somebody that you're attracting. It is so vibrant. If it's you or it's them or it's both of you, because quite frankly, you can't attract what you aren't. So you are attracting what you are. What you are seeking is also seeking you. And so that love is in the air here. The stars are all aligning here, and it's bringing in exactly what you wanted. And especially too, if you're talking about a job change too, when you see this, it's trying to tell you what you want is on the way. Okay, it's not just hope. It's having intuition. It's having insight. And it's oftentimes we achieve this through meditation, but you will have an influence over others. So if there's a situation where you're trying to get a house or an apartment and there's other people vying for the same space, they're going to go with you. If it's a job you're interviewing, they're going to go with you. Whatever this is, it's like it goes your way. And so with the Five of Pentacles, for somebody here, I do get some kind of a move, but you're not alone with this. This Five of Pentacles tells you that you're moving in the right direction, even if it is a bit of an emotional tug to the past. The dark in the cards is contrast, okay? So for somebody, you outgrew something mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, outgrew it in some way. So technically, I mean, when we really come down to this, it's all about making gains. Even if it's difficult, even if it's a difficult decision to make, I do get for somebody here, if you're in charge of people, having to make a decision to fire somebody, I don't know why. I think that's for one person on here. But I do feel like if they do go, it's going to be like on decent terms, as good as it can be. I feel like too, they may see it as this was not the right fit for them as well. Like they can acknowledge that and understand this needed to happen. You know what we won't do for ourselves, the universe will do for us in some cases. So with the Two of Wands, though, this is the card of the visionary. And so with this card, you're setting the plans, you're laying plans for the future, but you're also taking action. Twos are about partnerships. So especially when we have like the Two of Wands and the Three of Cups together, I do get for somebody, you're going to move forward here. It's like happy times ahead, celebration, engagement coming in here. So for somebody here, this is going to be a big year. Now, I will say also, in terms of reconciliation or at least reunion, if you have some unfinished emotional business hanging out there with an ex, I do feel like this is the time when you're going to resolve this. Even though the Two of Wands is more about the future, I feel like if there's something that's kind of hanging out there, this unfinished situation that still kind of calls you backwards, there's going to be an event that's going to help you make that right and get it out of your awareness, because it just feels like somebody's got a bit of tension around a two kind of energy. And so I feel like there's like this vision, right? We're moving forward, but there's almost somebody tugging on the cape, on the robe. There's a hand coming out of nowhere, tugging back. And so I do feel like it's about making something right. And so with the Three of Cups, we love this. Like I said, it's reunion, it's celebration, it's beauty. It's also a card of appreciation. And so if you've been waiting on somebody or something, this is where things move forward. And it also, too, with this, it's going to guide you on a new path that feels great. And it's really in terms of this, is going to allow you to move forward no matter what it is. There's happiness here. It's joyful. It's playful energy. So in terms of having a new beginning, this is fabulous. And if it is too, in terms of coming into your season, I do feel like you get into your own season in this kind of energy. So watch out, Pisces. You might have a lot of people trying to take you out for different things more than your calendar might allow. But with this too, it really is embarking on an endeavor of the heart. It's going to feel great. So there's no downside. With this Emperor energy, you get into Aries season. I feel like this is why he's popping in. He also does have the trickle from the what begins the pool of consciousness. It comes from the gown of the High Priestess. Her gown turns to water, becomes a waterfall into the Empress and flows right into the Emperor. So even if you do have to make a difficult decision at this time, there's a turning point for you. There's no doubt about it. But they're saying you're still connected to source. It's not all about logic and reason. I do feel like there's some kind of a big event, some kind of a turning point like we talked about. And it really is related to source. It's related to a deep desire and an asking. He wears the red robes of desire, but they also protect him. So any moves that you make, even if it's somewhat difficult mentally, it really is connected to the heart. This is a time too where you're going to gain. You gain wisdom. You gain, for some people, accolades, getting noticed, getting promotion. He's in charge. The Emperor doesn't lose. There's nobody higher in nobility than an emperor. And so with this, I will also indicate in terms of discipline in your life, this may be a time too where as you get into your own season, you may have quite a bit of social events and opportunities like we talked about. But then I feel like you're really going to want to get disciplined with things, whether it's the physical body, finances for some of you, saying, I had this savings account and I just depleted it. How have I been doing that? And really kind of, and it's not lack as much as it's saying, I'm going to be more intentional with money this year. I'm going to be more precise about what I'm doing. If things were a bit willy-nilly financially, this is where you're going to start to look at things a little more seriously. And for somebody too, I do get, he's a great partner, but I also get even retirement. Somebody starting to say, I need to look at this a little more closely. I've been doing a lot of stuff because I've got the money available, but now let's start to shore things up. So death is a new beginning here. We love the death card in the tarot because it's transformative. You've got change. You've got new from the old, no doubt about it. I did mention before, if it is about cleaning up the wreckage of the past, right? This is your higher self, the skeleton, saying it's time to let go of something. And if you have to give it a little bit of attention, now is the time to do that. So that way you can move forward with a brand new, fresh, clean slate. This is a new life coming in. You've got a dawn of a new date and your ships are coming in here. So there's no downside to this, especially as you get into the energy of the Wheel of Fortune. We love this. This wheel turns in your favor. This is never the wheel of misfortune. It's always about being in the right place at the right time to receive. This wheel also, as we talked about with the star, is a portal into the divine. So set your intentions, get your mind clear, and allow the inspirations to come forward into your life. High vibrational stuff happens here. This is all stuff that's sustainable. There's no going back. There's no wishing. There's no hope for a better past. You're all about moving forward. And it's also a card that tells you when to let go and when to hang on. And I feel like you're going to let go of something that probably needed to die a long time ago or just needed to be resolved. How about we say it a little nicer? All right, what else does Pisces need to know, please? Messages for Pisces, please. What advice do you have for Pisces? Okay. Oh, well, okay. I think we'll just do that. I didn't see the card, but I just felt like it didn't want me to push it. Look for a sign. Those signs and synchronicities are the universe communicating with you. Ask for help from others. You've got helpful people multiple times. You've got a real team going in here. There's something about a team that's important. If you believe, perfect timing, not surprised. There's something better. I'm telling you, something good is on the way for you, Pisces. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.